Hello, everyone. Welcome to the English conversation scenario.
Welcome to learn daily English conversation in the taxi. In today's video, we'll take you on a delightful ride through Paris, where you'll join a friendly taxi driver and a curious passenger as they chat about life, work, and their experiences in this iconic city. Whether you're a beginner or looking to brush up on your conversational skills, this video is a fun way to learn practical English expressions and improve your listening skills. As we journey through the streets of Paris, you'll pick up useful phrases, greetings, and tips on how to have a smooth and enjoyable conversation in everyday situations. Get ready to learn English while enjoying the sights of the Eiffel Tower from the comfort of a cozy taxi ride. So, sit back, relax, and let's drive through some real-life English dialogue together. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's start this fun learning experience with a smile. Scene 1. The first ride.
Hello. Driver. I need to go to the Eiffel Tower. Please hurry. I'm a bit late and don't want to miss the sunset view there.
Hello. Ma'am. Of course. The Eiffel Tower is one of the places I frequently drive by. It shouldn't take long to get there, although there's a bit of traffic at this time.
Yes. This is my first time in Paris. Just here for a few days for sightseeing. I'm really excited to see the Eiffel Tower in person. It feels like something straight out of a movie.
Paris really is a romantic city. No wonder the Eiffel Tower is such a popular spot for tourists. Every time I see it, I feel like it's the first time again. Are you visiting from out of town?
Yes. I'm from New York, USA. Actually, I've heard a lot about Paris, especially the Eiffel Tower. But only now I've had the chance to come here. I just finished a business meeting, and now I'm taking some time to explore.
Well, that's lucky. You get to mix work and leisure. Paris is beautiful no matter the time. But I think the Eiffel Tower is particularly special during sunset. If you stand on top, you get a panoramic view of Paris bathed in golden light. It's breathtaking.
I've heard about that. I've imagined the scene in my head. And I can't wait to experience it firsthand. I think this trip will be a beautiful memory in my life.
You're right. Those special memories stay with us for a long time. You might see new things here, but it's the feeling of living in the moment that makes Paris so special. By the way, what do you think of the food here so far?
I haven't had much yet. But yesterday I tried some croissants and coffee. Just the classic French breakfast. Simple, but so delicious. How about you? Any local dishes you'd recommend?
Oh, you should definitely try crepes, especially with fresh strawberry jam or chocolate. You'll absolutely love it. It's a light dish, but with rich French flavors. I usually have one every morning.
That sounds amazing. I'll definitely try it next time. I think I'll need a few more days to fully explore Paris.
Of course. Paris always has something new to offer. But if you have time, you should visit Montmartre. It has an artistic vibe with artists painting on the streets. I can take you there after we're done with this trip if you want.
Thank you. That sounds great. I love places with an artistic atmosphere. Montmartre sounds fascinating.
You're welcome. I'm glad to share this with you. We're almost at the Eiffel Tower now. I hope you enjoy your visit. And don't forget to capture some beautiful moments.
Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Eiffel Tower from up close. I'll definitely remember this trip forever.
Wishing you lots of fun. And if you ever need any tips about Paris, feel free to ask.
Scene 2. A chance reunion.
Oh, driver. I remember meeting you last time near Montmartre. Right?
Yes. That's right. You remember the Montmartre area? I've been driving for a long time, meeting many people. But it's really nice to see you again today. This area always has a special charm, doesn't it?
Yes. I was really impressed with Montmartre. Last time I walked around here, I saw artists painting. And the atmosphere was so artistic. It felt like I was inside a painting.
Definitely. Montmartre has a long history and is tied to famous artists like Picasso and Van Gogh. The atmosphere here is always unique. It gives a feeling of freedom and creativity. Do you enjoy art?
I really like art. Especially painting and photography. Every time I come to Paris, I always make time to visit small art galleries and look for unique pieces. This is my first time in Montmartre. But I've heard so much about it.
Well, you'll love Montmartre. Especially the Place du Tertre area where artists paint outdoors. They paint portraits, landscapes, and even abstract pieces. You can find some really unique paintings there. I usually drive through here on weekends. And it's always lively and bustling.
Wow. That sounds amazing. I'll definitely check that out. I'm always on the lookout for unique artworks. Maybe I'll buy a few as souvenirs. Besides the art, do you think there's anything else special about Montmartre?
Besides the art, Montmartre is also famous for its charming little cafes and romantic streets. I think you should try a coffee at La Consulate Cafe. It's a famous spot and was once frequented by many artists.
Oh, I love coffee. I'll definitely try that. I've heard that Paris is famous for its black coffee and croissants. So I'll make sure to try it in Montmartre.
You're right. Coffee here in Paris has a special taste you can't find anywhere else. Try a cup at La Consulate, and you'll notice the difference. Actually, Montmartre is not just famous for art and coffee. It also has the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, where you can get a breathtaking view of all of Paris from the top. If you have time, you should visit this place too.
I've heard about Sacré-Cœur. That's one of the spots I really want to visit. I love places with beautiful views like that. Paris is truly amazing. I feel like I've just discovered another very special part of the city.
Exactly. If you go up to the top of Sacré-Cœur, you'll see Paris like a panoramic painting. Especially during sunset or early in the morning when the city isn't too crowded. From there, you'll be able to see the Eiffel Tower and many other iconic landmarks in Paris.
That sounds fantastic. I'll definitely take the time to visit. Thank you for sharing this information. Honestly, this trip has already added so many wonderful experiences for me.
It's my pleasure. I'm happy to help you explore Paris further. As long as you have time. I'm always ready to share more about this city. We're almost at the Eiffel Tower now. And you'll see that Paris is even more beautiful than you imagined.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'll definitely remember this trip and your helpful tips about Paris.
Scene 4. Weather conditions.
The traffic today in Paris is really heavy. Isn't it? Do you often drive through this area?
Yes. Especially during rush hours. I've been driving around Paris for a long time. But it's true that every time I pass by roads near the Eiffel Tower, it's always crowded. These streets are always full of both locals and tourists, especially in the morning and evening.
I've noticed that. This is my first time in Paris. And I thought there wouldn't be much traffic. But it's actually quite surprising. Is there any way to avoid traffic, though?
Well, traffic in Paris is a common issue, especially around major tourist spots like the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, and the city center. However, I usually take side roads, avoiding the main streets to cut down on travel time. You could also try using public transportation. Paris has a very convenient metro system.
I've heard about the metro system. But I'm not sure if it's easy to use. I don't want to get lost in the city.
I understand. It can be a little confusing at first because there are so many different lines. But the metro in Paris is really easy to use. The maps are very clear. And the stations are numbered. So it's easy to find your way. You just need to remember the line name and your destination. Then follow the signs. If you want, I can show you how to use it before you get out of the car.
Thanks. I'll try it once. But I think I still prefer sitting in a taxi. So I can enjoy the city views and chat like this.
Haha. I understand. Many people feel the same way. Even though traffic can be heavy, riding in a taxi is still a fun experience. Especially when you get to chat and see the sights around you. Paris always has beautiful corners to see from the car. If you're walking, you might miss out on many beautiful views.
Exactly. I feel the same. Actually, I really enjoy seeing the old buildings and small streets in Paris. There's a unique beauty here that I can't find anywhere else.
Paris definitely has a very special charm. The small streets around Montmartre or the roads along the Seine River always make people stop and admire. You could try walking around these areas in the morning, when there are fewer people, and the air is so fresh.
I really want to walk through those streets. But today is already a bit late. I'll try it tomorrow. Do you have any other less crowded areas you would recommend for sightseeing?
If you're looking for a quieter area, I'd recommend La Marais. It's a beautiful neighborhood with old alleys, vintage shops, and cute cafes. It's peaceful and not as crowded as the city center.
La Marais sounds so interesting. I'll definitely note that down. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm glad to share these tips. Paris has so much to offer. And I hope you find those peaceful, beautiful corners you're looking for.
Thank you. I definitely will. No matter how heavy the traffic gets. I'll try to enjoy this trip as much as possible.
You're right. Sometimes the little challenges make the trip even more memorable. Anyway, I wish you wonderful experiences in Paris and hope you enjoy every moment here.
Scene 4. Weather conditions.
The weather today is so hot. Do you feel warm? Driver?
Yes. It is a bit hot today. But I think it will cool down in the afternoon. Luckily, Paris often has gentle breezes that help reduce the heat. How are you feeling? Is it comfortable for you?
Actually, I'm feeling a bit stuffy. I'm really looking forward to the afternoon to enjoy cooler air. I think I'll find an outdoor cafe to relax a little.
Yes. It will definitely be cooler in the afternoon. Paris has many outdoor cafes, especially around the parks. If you're looking for an open space, I think the Jardin des Tuileries or near the Seine River would be great options.
Jardin des Tuileries sounds familiar. I've heard about that park. Is it one of the most beautiful parks in Paris?
Yes. Jardin des Tuileries is one of the oldest and most beautiful parks in Paris. It has many trees, small ponds, and sculptures. Summer here is wonderful. You can sit back and relax, read a book, or just enjoy the view. In the summer, many tourists and locals come here to enjoy the fresh air.
That sounds amazing. I'll definitely visit it. I always love parks with wide, quiet spaces. Sitting in the shade and relaxing sounds perfect.
Exactly. A little peace and quiet in the heart of Paris is something many people seek. Additionally, if you're looking for a closer connection with nature, the area near the Seine River is also beautiful. In the afternoon, when the sun sets, the light reflecting off the river creates a very beautiful and romantic view.
That sounds really appealing. I love peaceful afternoons like that. I'll try visiting the Seine area. It will be perfect for watching the sunset.
Exactly. Especially if you walk along the river from Pont Alexander III to Pont Neuf. This part of the riverbank has a very poetic scene. And if you like, you can either walk or rent a small boat to explore the river.
Going on a boat along the Seine sounds wonderful. I've never tried it before. But I'll definitely do it this time. Thank you for suggesting such great places.
It's my pleasure. I'm glad I could help you find beautiful spots. Paris always has romantic moments. And I hope you'll have memorable experiences.
Thank you so much. I feel very lucky to have you as my driver. My trip will be amazing thanks to your suggestions.
I wish you lots of joy and beautiful moments in Paris. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to ask.
Scene 5. Discussing the passenger's job.
Are you here for travel or business? Paris is truly beautiful. I'm sure you have plans to visit many places. Right?
Oh, I just attended a conference here in Paris. And now I'm taking some time to explore the city. How long have you been working as a driver?
I've been driving for nearly 6 years. Before this, I worked in various fields. But eventually, I chose this job because I love driving and meeting new people. Actually, this job is quite interesting. I get to learn a lot about Paris and the surrounding areas. What do you do in New York?
I work in marketing, specializing in advertising strategies for major brands. My job is quite busy, but I enjoy it. Every day, I plan campaigns, analyze data, and find ways to help brands grow. Sometimes, I do feel the pressure. So whenever I get the chance, I love traveling to relax and recharge.
Marketing sounds very interesting. But I imagine it's also quite challenging. People in that field must be creative and very skilled in analysis. I'm sure you work long hours. Right?
Exactly. My work can be very stressful. Sometimes I have to work overtime and deal with pressure from clients. But I do enjoy the challenge and achieving great results. It's kind of like your job. Right? Even though you're a driver, you have to stay focused and handle situations throughout the ride.
That's true. Driving isn't always easy. You have to stay focused the entire time to avoid incidents and ensure the passengers have a comfortable journey. But sometimes, there are interesting situations that I get to experience. Do you ever feel exhausted from your job?
Actually, yes. Sometimes I feel drained. Especially when I have to deal with difficult clients or when a campaign doesn't meet expectations. But after moments like that, I try to find ways to do better next time. Sometimes, trips like this help me relax and gain inspiration.
I understand. Sometimes, this trip can help you forget the stress from work and just enjoy the beauty of Paris. I think every job has its own set of challenges and pressures. But those experiences help us grow and find better ways to solve problems.
Thank you. I completely agree. Every job has its difficulties. But I've learned so much from those challenges. Right now, I feel more relaxed, enjoying the atmosphere of Paris, which is so different and refreshing. I'll definitely come back here many times.
Exactly. Every time we experience something new, it broadens our perspective and enriches our life. Paris is not only beautiful but also a place where many come to recharge and rediscover themselves. I hope you'll have wonderful experiences here.
Thank you so much. I feel very lucky to have such a great driver like you. Someone who not only helps me get around but also shares interesting stories and valuable advice. I'll always remember this trip.
It's my pleasure. I'm happy to help. If you ever come back to Paris, you can explore even more hidden corners that no one knows about. I wish you a fantastic trip and great success in your work.
Scene 6. The driver's family story.
Do you have a family? Driver? Do you have any children?
Yes. I have a little boy. He's 5 years old now. He's very active. Every day when I get home, he's running around everywhere. He loves playing with Paris dolls. So he's definitely going to be excited when he finds out I've been driving around the city.
Oh, that's so cute. He must be very energetic and playful. Do you often spend time playing with him?
I try to make time for him whenever I can. Even though my work is busy. Every evening, I spend at least an hour playing with him. He loves going to the park. And every time we go, he always asks me to race with him. You know, kids really enjoy spending time with their parents. Even if it's just simple games.
That's true. Children need attention and love from their parents. It seems like you're lucky to be able to spend that much time with your son. I thought being a driver would be very tiring. But you've managed to balance work and family so well.
Thank you. Actually, this job is pretty flexible. So I can arrange my time accordingly. The important thing is to balance work and family properly. My children will always come first. I want him to remember the moments I spent with him. no matter how busy I am.
You're really a wonderful father. I'm sure your son will feel the love you have for him. I remember when I was young. I loved the afternoons I spent playing with my parents. Those moments are always deeply imprinted in my mind.
Thank you. I also hope that he will have beautiful memories of me. I think no matter what the job is, the most important thing is to make time for family. Because they are the motivation to keep going every day.
I completely agree with you. Family is the solid foundation that helps us overcome all difficulties. It's really nice that you've found a way to balance work and family. As for me, I'm so caught up with work that I hardly have time for my family. And I feel kind of regretful about it.
Work always has its own demands. But I think you're doing great in your career. However, we all need some rest and time with our loved ones to create beautiful memories. You should try to find time for yourself and your family too.
Thank you so much. Your story really made me think. I also want to make sure I spend more time with my family when I go back home. I hope that one day I'll be able to balance my work and family better. Just like you.
I hope you find that balance. The important thing is that once we realize what truly matters in life, we can adjust everything to achieve true happiness. I believe you can do it.
Thank you so much. I'll remember your advice. It's been wonderful talking to you. I feel very warmed by this conversation.
I wish you a pleasant trip in Paris and much success in your work. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask me.
Scene 7. Asking about the passenger's life.
What industry do you work in? Do you travel to Paris often for business?
I work in marketing. And the company here in Paris is doing quite well. Although there's pressure in my job, I really enjoy coming to Paris. There's something so captivating about this place.
Marketing sounds very interesting. I'm sure the job has its challenges. Especially in a vibrant city like Paris. Right?
Yes. It's a job that requires a lot of creativity and analytical skills. I mainly work on advertising strategies for international brands. Every campaign has to be carefully planned. So there's a lot of pressure. But I love that challenge.
You must really be creative to do well in this field. Your job seems like a never-ending race. Always trying to find ways for a brand to stand out among many competitors.
Exactly. It's always a race. Always coming up with fresh ideas. Each campaign has to be special to capture the customer's attention. But alongside the pressure, I find joy when I see my strategy succeed.
You must work really hard. And sometimes not have much time for yourself. Right?
That's right. Sometimes I'm so busy with work. There are days when I don't finish until late. But I always try to find time to travel or relax because trips like this really help me recharge and get new inspiration for my work.
You're lucky that you can find time to travel. Paris really is a great place to relax and recharge. I see many visitors here who come not just for sightseeing, but to find balance in their lives as well.
Paris truly is special. Not only is it the city of love, but it's also a city of art and inspiration. Every time I come here, I feel like I'm renewed. Almost like I gain new energy to go back to work and tackle new projects.
That's the charm of Paris. Isn't it? The entire city has this romantic and creative vibe. I see so many people who are stressed by work. But when they come to Paris, they find parts of themselves they never knew existed. I bet your job must be fascinating, but also quite stressful.
Thank you for understanding. Even though my job is demanding, I'm really passionate about what I do. Perhaps the passion and love for my work help me get through all the challenges.
For sure. You have great energy. I believe when we are passionate about our work, every challenge becomes part of the journey. And those challenges help us grow.
Thank you. I completely agree. Actually, whenever I feel worn out from work, I find a way to fall in love with it all over again. Paris helps me do that. There's always something here that makes me feel peaceful and relaxed.
That's exactly why I love Paris. No matter how hard work is, here, we can always find peace. I hope you'll find those moments here to return to your work with a positive mindset.
Thank you so much. This trip will definitely help me relax and return to work with more energy. I'm so glad I got to talk with you and share my thoughts on work and life.
It's my pleasure. I'm happy I could share these stories with you. I wish you a wonderful trip in Paris and all the best in your work.
Scene 8. Discussing future plans.
So, do you have any plans for the future?
I'm planning to switch to freelancing. And I might live in Paris long term. I really enjoy the culture and lifestyle here.
That's wonderful. Paris is a great place to live. I think if you decide to stay long term, you'll find a lot of joy and peace here. But switching to freelancing is definitely a big decision. Are you worried about anything?
Yes. I'm a little worried because freelancing doesn't offer the stability of an office job. But I feel like it's the right time to make a change. I want more freedom to do what I'm passionate about. And I also want a lifestyle that's not confined by the structure of a 9-to-5 job.
I understand that feeling. A free lifestyle can allow you to explore new and creative things. But there must also be some tough times when things don't go as planned. How do you feel about those challenges?
I think it's inevitable. Freelancing can offer a lot of opportunities. But it also comes with challenges. I believe every life has its difficulties and obstacles. It's about whether we accept them and learn to overcome them.
Exactly. Those challenges help us grow and become stronger. I've also thought about freelancing. But I feel like this job gives me the stability I need, while still allowing some freedom. In the end, every job has its pros and cons. What's most important is that you feel happy with your choice.
Thank you for understanding. Although my job is demanding, I'm really passionate about what I do. Maybe it's that passion and love for my work that helps me get through the tough times.
For sure. You have great energy. I think when we are passionate about our work, every challenge becomes part of the journey. And those challenges help us grow.
Thank you. I completely agree. Actually, whenever I feel worn out from work, I find a way to fall in love with it all over again. Paris helps me do that. There's always something here that makes me feel peaceful and relaxed.
That's exactly why I love Paris. No matter how hard work is, here, we can always find peace. I hope you'll find those moments here to return to your work with a positive mindset.
Thank you so much. This trip will definitely help me relax and return to work with more energy. I'm so glad I got to talk with you and share my thoughts on work and life.
It's my pleasure. I'm happy I could share these stories with you. I wish you a wonderful trip in Paris and all the best in your work.
Scene 9. Sharing hobbies.
Do you have any hobbies besides driving?
I really enjoy painting and attending art classes in Montmartre, where the creative atmosphere is very special. This area is always full of inspiration, especially when you see artists painting outdoors. Do you have any special hobbies?
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Montmartre has a unique charm for those who love art. As for me, I love traveling, exploring cities like Paris, and learning about art and culture. I always feel like I learn so much when I visit new places.
Of course. Every trip brings new experiences and lessons. I think traveling isn't just about exploring the scenery. It's also a way to expand our minds and learn about different cultures. Is there any city you particularly love besides Paris?
I really love Florence, Italy. This city isn't just famous for art, but also for its rich history and culture. The museums, sculptures, and paintings there make me feel like I'm stepping into another world. Every time I visit, I have a very special feeling.
Florence. That's wonderful. This city has so many famous works of art. I've heard that each painting and sculpture there tells its own unique story. Are you someone who enjoys visiting museums?
Yes, I really enjoy visiting museums, especially art museums. Every time I step into a museum, I feel like I'm living in the world of the artists. I also love learning about the stories behind each artwork. It's like connecting with the past and understanding what the artists went through.
That's a very interesting perspective. Every work of art really does offer us a different view of the world. I think Paris is also a great city to explore art. Besides the big museums like the Louvre, there are so many unique small art spaces and galleries that not many people know about.
Yes, I'd love to explore those smaller art spaces in Paris. I've heard Montmartre is a place with many art galleries and cafes with a creative atmosphere. One time, I walked around this area, and I felt so peaceful, like the whole neighborhood was a living painting.
That's right. Montmartre always has such a special atmosphere. The small streets, charming cafes, and artists painting in the streets create an artistic space full of inspiration. If you have the chance, you should visit some of the smaller galleries there. In fact, many famous artists started their careers in Montmartre.
Thank you for the suggestion. I'll definitely keep that in mind. I think Montmartre is a great place to find unique artworks. I also want to take some art classes to be able to create myself.
Of course. Art is a wonderful way to express emotions and explore yourself. If you want to learn painting, Montmartre has many art classes for all ages. Many famous artists have learned and practiced there. It's a very inspiring creative space.
I'll definitely look into those classes. Thank you for sharing such great suggestions. This trip is definitely going to bring me a lot of inspiration.
I'm happy to share with you. Paris is truly a wonderful city to seek inspiration and explore art. I hope you find interesting things here and have amazing experiences.
Scene 10. Ending the ride.
We've arrived at the Eiffel Tower. Thank you so much. This ride was really enjoyable.
Thank you. I'm so glad you had a comfortable journey. Paris looks beautiful at this time. I'm sure you'll have a wonderful experience at the Eiffel Tower. I hope you enjoy your time here and don't forget to capture some beautiful moments.
Thank you. I'm really excited to see the view from the top of the Eiffel Tower. I've heard the sunset views are stunning. And today is the perfect day for it.
That's right. If you stand at the top of the tower during sunset, the entire city of Paris will be bathed in a soft golden light. Very romantic and beautiful. I'm sure you'll get some amazing photos to take home.
Definitely. I'll try to take lots of pictures to remember this wonderful experience. Do you have any other recommendations for places I should visit in Paris?
If you're already near the Eiffel Tower, I'd suggest walking along the Seine River. Late afternoon is a great time to stroll by the river. Also, the Le Marais district is beautiful with its small streets and charming old shops. Perfect for a peaceful walk and exploration.
Le Marais sounds so inviting. I'll definitely check it out. Thank you so much for the wonderful suggestions. Paris truly is a city full of interesting places to explore.
Paris always has hidden gems and new experiences waiting to be discovered. You just need to take a short walk. Get lost in the small streets. And you'll find the magic of the city. I hope you enjoy every moment here.
I will. Thanks again for helping me have such a great trip. I feel so comfortable talking with you.
It was my pleasure to chat with you. I wish you an enjoyable and inspiring visit to Paris. If you need any assistance, don't hesitate to reach out.
Definitely. I'll contact you if I need anything. Thanks so much. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. I wish you all the best. See you again. And enjoy Paris.